Since 1907, St. Margaret's Hospital Guild has been dedicated to raising needed funds for the pioneering public hospital now known as Eskenazi Health. Named for a patron saint of the sick and the poor, St. Margaret's Hospital Guild brings together a host of volunteer women to support the neediest of our neighbors. Each year, the Guild's Decorators Show House and Gardens opens the door of a classic refurbished home to the community, a celebrated public tour that provides needed funding for a variety of important programs at Eskenazi Health. St. Margaret's Hospital Guild is proud of its role in this important volunteer endeavor, and we are grateful to all who make this annual event possible.
Hello, my name is Leanne Blue. I'm the Chief Nursing Officer and Executive Vice President at Eskenazi Health. Since 1859, Eskenazi Health has provided high-quality, patient-centered care to the residents of Marion County and Central Indiana. Eskenazi Health has a wide and comprehensive array of services, including primary care at 10 health centers throughout Indianapolis. St. Margaret's Hospital Guild has been one of the biggest supporters of Eskenazi Health. They've worked tirelessly for over a century. Over $13 million have been donated to Eskenazi Health programs, which benefit our patients and our staff. All donations from this video will go directly to the Eskenazi Health COVID-19 Crisis Response Fund that was created by Eskenazi Health Foundation to support patients, the staff, and all of the things that have happened during this terrible pandemic. Thank you for the support to St. Margaret's Hospital Guild and the annual Decorators Show House and Garden Tour.
I'd like to welcome you to visit our home. I hope you'll enjoy seeing the beautiful work that the decorators put so much heart and soul into. Al?
I'd also like to show appreciation for the artisans that put work into the house and the landscape architects that really improved the property.
Welcome to the St. Margaret's Hospital Guild's 59th Annual Decorators Show House and Gardens, the country's longest-running show house event. This year's show is unique in that you'll experience a virtual tour to keep our guests safe during this unprecedented era of COVID-19 and social distancing. Healthcare workers are truly our heroes this year. In that spirit, 100% of all tour donations will directly support the Eskenazi Health COVID-19 Crisis Response Fund. Every contribution helps, so please visit showhouseindy.org/donate today. Thank you in advance for your generosity. This year's Decorators Show House and Gardens is in the Meridian Hills neighborhood of Indianapolis. As you tour this historic home, you'll see how 33 design and landscape firms have put their talents to bear, transforming empty rooms and bare outdoor areas into spectacular living spaces and stunning garden environments. As you explore each space, remember that many of the items you see are available for purchase. If you see something you like, please note the room's designer and give them a call to learn more about your purchase options. A special thank you is due to Benjamin Moore for providing all of the beautiful interior and exterior paint colors used in this year's Decorators Show House and Gardens. As in previous years, guests of the Decorators Show House and Gardens will be able to vote for their favorite interior and landscape areas. So remember to keep note of those areas that have special appeal, and then visit showhouseindy.org to cast your vote for this year's People's Choice Award. Again, thank you for participating in this year's Decorators Show House and Gardens. Now, it's time to start the tour. Bienvenido means welcome, an appropriate name for our first stop as we enter the front gate of our Decorators Show House and Gardens. Mr. Green Jeans Landscape and Irrigation created the eye-catching planting beds, which feature low-maintenance varieties of flora flanking each column, surrounded by hydrangeas and viburnum. A clear turf panel alongside a decorated maintenance strip completes this beautiful outdoor tableau. Clearly, our tour has begun with an elegant and well-crafted welcome. Bienvenido indeed. Mark M. Holman is the visionary firm behind the nature-centered Beech Tree Trail. Near the driveway island in front of the house, a majestic beech tree and a stately ginkgo provide canopies that shelter the path between two peaceful, shaded sitting areas. One, closer to the front door, is more formal and finished. The other, closer to the street, more casual and relaxed. It's highlighted by a stone water feature. Both areas offer ample opportunities to relax and appreciate the ever-present beauty of the outdoors. A walk in the clouds is the illusion guests will experience along the winding front steps that announce the home's front entrance. Property Pros Land Management chose to incorporate cloud-pruned boxwood hedges and airy drifts of white flowering dogwood blooms. This landscape method is a Japanese technique known as niwaki that trains and shapes evergreens into billowing cloud-like shapes. Once this boxwood hedge matures, the cloud effect will become ever more pronounced as the unique character of each individual plant begins to make itself known. Step inside to admire the entry, foyer, and second-floor landing. Our first interior view of the 2020 Decorators Show House and Gardens. The unique architectural details, timeless craftsmanship, and historic features provide a backdrop to the impressionistic art adorning these spaces. Take special note of the staircase, where the majestic leaded glass window cascades natural light onto a gallery of custom artwork painted by Indiana fine artist Melinda Spear Huff, a series inspired by the home's backyard fountain. Rosalind Bryn Pope's signature classic design comes to life in the living room, where soft white walls are the backdrop for delicious raspberry and chocolate textiles. Clean line upholstery and attention to detail beckons family and friends to gather for good conversation and gracious company. The Maslin shag rug adds an unexpected element, while the glass cloth lining the back of the bookcase adds texture. Throw pillows with bright fabrics and trims are the perfect finishing touch. The three-person team at Shine Design Interiors cleverly used a darker palette in our show house's captivating veranda to contrast the room's moody, gothic feel with the bright, vibrant garden just outside. The result is an ideal portal between environments. The veranda's arched windows and brick walls help establish the room's unique character, and the designer's choice of sophisticated materials like brass and marble add elegance and warmth to a space that's equally suitable for evening cocktails or a morning cup of coffee. In the home's original study, designer Matthew Harris mixes new, vintage, and antique furnishings to create a warm, inviting, yet collected space. The light-filled bay window is anchored by a walnut 1890s handcrafted French partner's desk and contrasting white sculptural lamp. Rich wood paneling and a dark olive ceiling serve as the perfect backdrop for a mix of lighter, luxurious fabrics. A glance around the room reveals a mohair channel-back sofa, vintage cane-back chairs, a cut velvet lounge chair, and a woven leather ottoman top. The ideal collection for a comfortable seating area. The dining room is made for entertaining, combining drama, excitement, and old elegance mixed with new. Todd Otterman of Design Works has incorporated many focal points, from the jade green walls to wonderful new china designed by Pierre Frey. Add spectacular 24-karat gold band water goblets that bring out the gold leaf in the light fixtures. Christophe Malmaison Vermeer sterling flatware and artist Amy Kirshner's black and white abstract above the sideboard. And the result is a table truly set for stylish dining. The show house's Octagon Room could be called an indoor gazebo, the perfect light, airy environment for breakfast, or an afternoon cup of tea. Solomon Paris Antiques and Interiors used their deep historical knowledge of design to create an area of comfort and style. The space harkens back to the period the house was built and the interiors of Elsie de Wolfe, one of America's first women interior designers, who as early as 1910 used treillage and the fern leaf print in such spaces. The homeowners had only 3 requests for their kitchen redesign: preserve the children's growth chart on the breakfast room casing, retain the non-functioning incinerator as a nod to the past, and create a beautiful white kitchen. Cabinetry Ideas and designer J.D. Dick responded with this traditional family-style kitchen, featuring unexpected double islands that improve function and workflow. Designing with walnut adds not only beauty, but warmth, and the use of glass and mirror to play with light creates a more inviting and open aesthetic. Bijoux sink fixtures from Indianapolis-based Delta Bijoux help elevate and modernize the look. The use of modern white with a gray undertone allows the kitchen to be trend-forward while giving a nod to the classic bones of this historic home. The accents of red that appear in the kitchen's twin lanterns and Chinese Chippendale bar stools coordinate with the signature red controls found in the Wolf appliances sourced from Ferguson, a premier supplier in Indianapolis for all of your plumbing, lighting, appliance, and cabinetry needs. Ferguson is pleased to offer all major brands with which you're familiar, including the Sub-Zero and Wolf appliances we're highlighting in our tour home. Ferguson Enterprises has 2 locations to serve Indianapolis, in the Indiana Design Center, as well as the Appliance Gallery on 96th Street. Catherine Wright of Wright Interiors not only helped design the kitchen renovation, she also provided valuable design ideas for the adjacent Butler's Pantry. To showcase family china and crystal, the area was revamped with new cabinetry and glass shelving, adding more drama to the small space. We find a paneled mirror backsplash, black walls and accents of gold and silver. Bailey & Bailey Interior Design delivers a breakfast room that combines classic design with a modern spirit. An Afghan rug in a 16th century dragon design provides a palette of reds, charcoal, and cream. The rattan chairs, the tavern table in French walnut, and the iron-based console table combine European styles from different origins and cultures. Photography, contemporary art, and accessories in wood and ceramic add visual layers. Here is a room that will make you want to linger a bit longer at the breakfast table. Diane Moore Interior Design blends old with new to set the theme for this Americana bathroom. A red wall texture was newly designed for the original white tile walls, while the frameless shower enclosure offers an updated modern element. Original paintings in shades of blue created by Patty Paris Owens add the finishing touch for a patriotic color scheme. Functional but attractive additions are a Delta dual flush toilet with chair height comfort and window shade with waterproof fabric. A fresh shade of paint on the vanity cabinet completes the room. Compass Design created a fresh and colorful creative studio to spark the imagination. The floral wall covering was the initial inspiration to bring in the garden beyond, softened by sheer window treatments adorned with playful trims. Another wall covering designates a pampered puppy's domain, complete with a stylish front door in a pop of fuchsia. In the artist's corner, tools are at the ready for masterpiece making. And the hand-painted ceiling is complemented by a whimsical light fixture. A love of art, gardening, and canine companionship combine into a truly joyful haven. Architecturally the most spectacular room on our tour, no detail was overlooked when the Grand Library was added to the house in 2004. The stained glass medallions inset in each of the windows and the custom-designed crest over the fireplace all have special and personal significance to the homeowners. Although hidden under the sumptuous area rug, the same crest is the center point in the skillfully laid floor. Susie Clace of Ethan Allen chose the colors of the room to coordinate with the rich reddish hues of the beautiful paneling on the walls. A palette of creams and soothing blues was selected, not only to enhance the surroundings, but also to act as a subtle backdrop to the thousands of books that are the real artwork in the room. With luxurious furniture, custom window cushions and pillows, here's the perfect place for a quiet game of chess, a small cocktail party, or a meeting of the monthly book club. Constance Vincent of America's Floor Source and Jessica Gallagher at Architectural Brick and Tile joined forces to address the space challenges in the hallway between the entry and kitchen. Pulling inspiration from the arches throughout the house and the homeowner's love of travel, a bold color scheme of ocean and gold transforms this space, while the wallpapered ceiling draws the eye up, emphasizing its height. The room's sophisticated design elements, along with artwork, linear lighting, and a custom rug, create an exotic runway, elevating the journey between two destinations. Step into what might be the smallest room in the house, just shy of 4 by 8 feet. To make the room feel larger, Bob Mead Interiors installed an entire wall of mirror to reflect the darker ceiling and opposite wall. The colors and accessories, including water-saving fixtures from Delta, help anchor Melinda Spear Huff's Monin Peonies painting, which has been mounted on a textured canvas to bring a larger scale and depth to the room. Truly, this powder room is now a small wonder. Miche Bobrick Design and Brown Design crafted our Decorators Show House's wine cellar and tasting room. This space for wine display and storage is cleverly tucked under a stairwell and includes an area for both tasting and preparation. The rooms are enlivened by original artwork, dramatic lighting, and custom cabinetry. And behind a full glass door, we find a display of the wine collection and artwork. It turns out 2020 is a very good year for fine wine and great interior design. Michael Arnold tackled the assignment of turning this lower-level space into a cozy, multi-purpose family room. The result has something for everyone. Whether the need is a game room for card sharks, a play area for the grandkids, a quiet space to read by the fire, or a pop-up cocktail lounge featuring Bijoux products in a modernized craftsman style. Here's definitive proof that there's no limit to what a room can accomplish when the imagination of a designer is unleashed. Next, we enter a hallway transformed into an underground garden by colorist Megan Jefferson. Inspired by nature, the mural uses the transitional aspect of the corridor to bring the outdoors inside and brighten what could be a mundane space. The floral elements add a whimsical touch to the area, while the gold accents add a touch of magic. Murals have the ability to bring joy and light into the most unexpected places. And what could be more unexpected than this lovely underground garden? Polish interior and art design is responsible for this colorful, creative getaway for a family and their guests. Bold fabric panels surround trundles to create a cozy reading nook. Filled with plush, vibrant custom pillows, the trundles also function as guest beds. Above it all, the ceiling features a salon-styled exhibition of children's art that creates a youthful ambiance. Polishing off the room are rattan swings and a glass console to add function with an unconventional twist. Sassy Green Interiors has reimagined a small, beautiful place to retreat with this striking second-floor studio that features quality product from Mitchell Fabrics. Using a fresh spring palette and applying the design materials in an out-of-the-box application, this intimate and secluded space offers a gardenscape and serene reprieve from the bustle of everyday life. Notice how the old is melded with the new in interesting ways, such as the desk chair upholstered with both a current animal print and historic ephemeral fabric. Getting away from it all has never been easier or more appealing. Amanda Snyder of Homenclature filled this bedroom with color, luscious rich textures, and beautiful natural materials. The wall color gives the space a light and airy feel, and the bedding has its own spirit of playfulness thanks to a classic winged brass, velvet, and gilded raffia bed. Just imagine what treasures a young traveler could bring home to display here. This room blends the bright, eclectic, and glamorous to create a truly unexpected yet memorable space. JB Designs and Rusted Window have together created a bedroom designed to be a comfortable and cozy haven for a young teenage girl. The rich Mitchell fabrics used in the embroidered window treatments and plush velvet pillows were part of the inspiration for the space. The muted color on the walls with the combination of soft rugs, custom artwork, and brilliant colors of the accessories transform this room into a sanctuary any girl will love. Whether she wants to study, spend time with friends, or relax at the end of the day. How does one update an octagonal bathroom with 8 sides, 2 doors, and 2 windows? Interior designer Diana Bryant of DB Interiors rose to the challenge, selecting a white wedge marble tile pattern for the floor with matching subway tile surround for the new freestanding tub. Fixtures from Delta and Bijoux add to the comfortable feel. The metallic pearl random wave front vanity with metal legs adds quirky elegance, leaving us with a room that asked for a refresh, but instead got a rebirth. A snug is another name for a small, comfortable room nestled away in a British pub. Here, Chatham Home mimics that cozy feeling in this hideaway where one can wind down after dinner with drinks and conversation. The original wood paneling and room size inspired the use of natural tones of warm wood, rich leather, and aged metal. The adjoining bathroom was also outfitted with a similar comfortable feel through warm lighting and black accents. Delta and Bijoux products throughout add a turn-of-the-century aesthetic. Raise a pint and toast this one-of-a-kind room. Alyssa Decker Interior Design used the architectural elements and classical details of our Decorators show house as design inspiration for a timeless owner's bedroom. The color scheme for the room is black and white, paying tribute to the tiling originally displayed throughout the home. An accent wall of molding was added for consistency to the exquisite carpentry. And shapes observed in the home, such as the diamond window panes, are emphasized with fabrics and furniture. All intentional design approaches taken to honor the home's treasured history. Sometimes, beautiful treasures come in small packages, as in this owner's bath remodeled by Kitchens by Design, KBD Home, and featuring Bijoux products. The toilet and bidet, which had faced the bedroom door, have been relocated to make a new vanity the focal point, thus increasing storage and counter space. At the tub, the original Tudor arch remains. Note how the materials and fixtures were carefully selected to maintain the feel of the original 1920s home. For example, the plumbing, though modern, reflected the exposed pipe style of the era. Originally a sitting room off the owner's bedroom with 2 reach-in closets, this space has been transformed into a full walk-in closet. To keep a clean look as you continue from the bedroom, storage specialist California Closets designed wardrobes with doors over everything, following the ceiling angle for a completely finished and built-in look. Hand-in-hand collaboration with the designer of the owner's bedroom ensured the spaces worked together flawlessly. Being close to water is a natural restorative, lowering stress and increasing a sense of well-being. That's what makes the Lily Pond the most serene stop on our tour. This 3-basin ornamental pond includes an installed waterfall feature designed to create a relaxing backyard area. Hoosier Aquatic Management made sure that plants native to Indiana were installed around the pond. That not only promotes a biodiverse native landscape, it also supports pollinators and inspires pride in the beauty of our natural surroundings. Artisan Landscape shaped the simple aesthetic of our veranda entry and landscape. The brick limestone wing walls and the concrete staircase were restored and rebuilt to match the existing character of the home. An arch of limestone laid into the bed under the window reflects the arch above the veranda door, while slabs of limestone connect the arch to the staircase. Completing the picture is a mixture of plantings with boxwoods and liriope to give an evergreen backdrop and a variety of perennials to add color. For a family that enjoys grilling, Midwest Landscape Industries has conjured up an outdoor entertainment kitchen. Outlined with elegant shrubbery, defined by irregular bluestone, and protected by a custom-built smart pergola. The grill station's veneer matches the existing brick and is capped with 3-inch bluestone. Adjacent to the outdoor kitchen and just outside the family kitchen door sits a culinary herb garden, installed by the Herb Society of Central Indiana. A fresh variety of annual and perennial herbs are just steps away for any family meal. Outdoor spaces are truly an extension of one's home and personality. Kittle's Design Studio has brought that philosophy to life in a variety of arresting ways. The water feature in the yard is a perfect backdrop for a relaxing spot to unwind, while the back patio is the ideal gathering area for a family meal. There's also a quiet sitting area hidden along the side of the house to provide a getaway to curl up with a good book, and the seating at the front of the house provides yet another area to enjoy the great outdoors. This year's Decorators Show House and Gardens sets a new standard for imaginative design and respect for architectural heritage. We hope you've enjoyed your personal tour. And we extend our thanks to the many sponsors who have helped St. Margaret's Hospital Guild make this event both memorable for our guests and helpful for our friends at Eskenazi Health. Remember to visit showhouseindy.org to cast your vote for your favorite area of the house you've just explored. And after you vote, please take a moment to support Eskenazi Health's COVID-19 Crisis Response Fund with a generous contribution to our own healthcare heroes and the programs fighting the coronavirus. On behalf of everyone at St. Margaret's Hospital Guild, thank you again. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you next year.